Whether you're a prepper or a family just looking for some frugal weekend fun, what you really need to look for first is quality camping gear at a really reasonable price. If you don't know us, I'm Hope.
And I'm Larry.
And this is Under the Median, where every week we talk about practical frugality. And tonight we are in our backyard. We have had a lot of camping adventures over our 34 years of marriage. We've used some equipment that has left us the next day feeling washed out, tired, like we really hadn't slept at all. Yeah. And we have used equipment that left us feeling refreshed and like we had had a good night's sleep. Unigear recently sent us some of their products to try out, so we want to thank them for that. And we want to also thank them for being the sponsor of this video. When you use the coupon code Under the Median, you'll save 15%. As we go through each of the items, if you're interested in learning more, there will be links for each individual item that we talk about. Those will be in the description of the video. And of course, there will be a link directly to the website. Now, these opinions are our own. We have not been told what to say. These are our honest opinions about the products that Unigear sent us.
You know, our channel is all about frugality, and that means doing things with the least amount of cost possible. And this equipment really fits into that category. Right behind me is their two-man tent, and it is an awesome quality tent for their price. Right now, this is running on their website for less than $100. I think that is an amazing price for what you get.
It is. We mentioned we'd camped a lot, and we have bought a lot of camping gear. And for that price point, this is a really great tent. We're going to tell you a little bit about the tent, and there has been some really great engineering go into the design of this tent that impressed us.
So what we have behind us is their Space Dome two-man tent. And this tent it's basically a dome style tent, but it's more squared on the sides, and that gives you just a little bit more room. It has really high quality 8.5 millimeter aluminum poles. There's two that run the length of the tent, and then there's two more that hold the top up in a kind of a square pattern, which gives you lots of room inside to kind of sit up and have some space while you're bedding down for the night.
Now, the outer fly and the base of the tent are both water sealed. But regardless, we really recommend going ahead and putting a tarp down on the ground before you place the tent on top.
That just gives you some added protection in case you get a torrent of a rainstorm.
And we have been in a torrent of rainstorms before.
Yes, and without that tarp, you're going to get wet. So it's a good tent. It is waterproofed, but I would definitely put that tarp down.
We loved the fact that this tent has both a front and a rear door, and they're both really wide, making it super easy not only to get things in and out of the tent, but also to get yourself in and out of the tent.
The nice thing about the doors on the tent is they have two layers on them that you can zip shut. One has the mesh, which would be the no-see-em prevented screen. That keeps the no-see-em tiny little bugs out from your tent. And then behind that is kind of a white screen that gives you the privacy that you need when you're bedding down for the night.
I thought that was actually a really nice thing that they added, because that feature allows you to still have airflow but feel like you have a degree of privacy while you're inside the tent.
In addition to that, the tent fly closes down over the entire opening so that you have an additional layer that will waterproof you and also keep things private.
The other thing I really liked is they have added a feature which allows you to roll up the front of the tent right in front of the tent doors and then really easily secure it so that you can have that all open and be able to see out the front and the back of the tent really easily.
This is particularly good to allow ventilation to come through the tent. Now, speaking of ventilation, there's two vents that are on top that are propped up that allow for extra venting so that the tent is cooler during the daytime.
I have never seen that in a dome tent before. We've tent camped, so you know, with a lot of dome tents through the years, and I don't think we've ever had a dome tent that had the little extra things at the top so that you get ventilation toward the top.
No, that's a new feature that I've never seen before.
The zippers on the front and back entrance of the tent are super easy to use. They go up very easily, they go down very easily.
And they're in a circular motion, so it's kind of natural for you to open them up with the arc of your arm as you're doing it. So they feel very easy to open, very natural to do so.
Now, if you don't know by now, I am seriously into aesthetics. And Larry is seriously into geeking out over the specs of items.
Well, I was really impressed at a couple different things about the tent. Number one, it's got a very well engineered design. It sets up really fast and easy. Actually, it's pretty intuitive to set up. It didn't take me any more than about 15 minutes to actually set that tent up in our backyard. It comes with two really long 8.5 millimeter aluminum tent poles. They're very nice gauge, they're heavy duty, they'll handle some wind. And once again, I might want to mention that this is a 3-season tent. So it's not meant to be used in the wintertime. It's meant for just your spring, summer, and fall weather. And that's what most of us do. I don't think there's very many of us that camp in the winter, but there's a few of you people that do some backpacking trips. And I don't think you'd want to climb Mount Everest and use this for base camp, but it is a great tent for just doing some nice spring, summer, fall family camping.
Tell us in the comment section if you winter camp, because we really want to know, because we seriously want to applaud you, because we've never done it.
The closest I've come to winter camping is camping up in the mountains, up in high elevation during the summer with some pretty cold temperatures where you could see your breath in the morning, but I've never done any real winter camping. The tent folds down to a really nice, small, compact size. And the bag that it comes with, when you fold it all down and roll it up and put it in the bag, it has compression straps, which makes it even smaller. It's very lightweight, and I think this is the perfect tent for backpacking.
Now, we already mentioned that the tent is rather tall vertically for its size, but it's also rather long horizontally. Larry is 6 foot 4 inches tall, y'all, and he actually he laid down in the tent and he can fit in it.
And there's plenty of headroom and footroom in there, even when I'm laying down. So it is a very roomy tent.
Let's talk about storage. For those of you who have tent camped, you know that having storage pockets inside the tent, really important. This tent has 2 nice sized storage pockets, one on either side for like personal items. Got to put your cell phone in there before you go to bed, things like that. And then there's also a much larger storage pocket at one end of the tent.
Yeah, and that could be for snacks. You know, snacks are very important for camping.
Snacks. Tell us about your camping snacks. That we really do want to know, because we are serious tent camping snackers. I think that should be like a nickname or something. The tent camping snackers. We love like snacks when we're tent camping.
You know, when you're hiking and you're doing outdoor activities, you work up a pretty big appetite. So yeah, we're big on that.
You got to have quality snacks to camp. That's the absolute truth of the matter.
For sure.
Now, if you're not snacking, but you want space and ways to hang things from the top of the tent, they've got that covered too, actually.
They have 5 hanging hooks that you can put a fan, a hanging fan, or in fact, we have a fan with a built-in light that we can hang right from that center hook. And then there's actually 4 more around the sides that you can hang different things. You can hang other LED lights or anything you want to. You can even attach a rope or a string to it where you can hang clothes just to dry out while you're on your, maybe on your day trip. You want to do some drying inside the tent. So, I mean, you can just mix and match and you use your own imagination on what you want to do with those, but that is handy having those there. Well, now that you have the tent assembled, we're going to talk about the sleeping pad. And this is an amazing pad. I am so impressed with this. We've camped before with pads that I bought back in the 80s. And at that time, they were pretty good. But technology and engineering has come a long way since then. And these pads are state of the art. They're well designed and they have some great features.
This, my friends, is the Camphi P3 sleeping pad. Now, can you tent camp without a sleeping pad? Yes. Do you want to? No, you do not want to. We have had some sleeping pads that did us less than justice by the time we woke up the next morning. This is far more comfortable than we thought it would be. We took it out and we're like, I don't know. Then we blew it up and oh my goodness, this thing is actually really comfortable.
You know, the nice thing about this, it has a lot of different baffle patterns. Now baffling are these ridges that you see here in the pad. I want to show you how big this thing is. This,
keep going, Lair.
This
keep
is
going. Keep going.
It's huge.
Oh, we hit the light. Okay, now there we go.
This is absolutely huge, and I can lay out flat on here and fill the entire thing up. So it's big enough for a tall person. So these ridges give you support to your back. These are for your lower back. They give you lumbar support, and then they have special baffling here for your legs. It helps you support your legs, and then there's a little extra wide piece here for your feet at the bottom. The whole thing has a contour to it that holds you more toward the center of it so you won't roll off at night.
Yes.
So
oh my gosh.
I think this is
have
just
you ever
so
rolled
well.
off your sleeping pad at night? Because we have. In a lot of camping trips, you're like, oh, holy cow, and then you're just off of it completely. This kind of cups your body once you get into it and keeps you from rolling off.
It's very lightweight, and it packs down really small. It fits into this little bag, and this would be just great, once again, for backpacking. Now, the bag doubles as, I can't believe this design. This is so cool.
It's great.
It has
it took
a little...
us a while to figure this out, I will tell you that. Because when we first got it, so it's flat, and he blows it up. Like himself.
Like you'd blow up a balloon.
Right.
I
just sort of watched him for 5 minutes going, oh, honey, you're doing great. And it didn't really take very long. It took about 5 minutes, but then we found out this, and this was amazing.
Yeah. So on the, where we got that, where's the end that you blow up? Here's the end.
Okay.
We got to flip it over.
Okay, we're going to flip it, guys.
All right, flip it over.
All right. There we go.
Okay,
all right.
Watch the mic stand.
All right.
Okay, so there's a hole right here. Little, I guess you call it a valve. You open this up. To deflate it, you just pull this little inner piece up and it will deflate. You hear that?
There.
Now we've kind of deflated it. Okay.
All right.
So
I'm
now
just going to show you how easy this is to blow up.
So what you do with this is you attach this to the opening, and it just snaps into place. There it went. There it snapped. And you blow just a little bit of air in here and then squeeze it into the bag. Isn't that cool? So,
can I cheer for you like I did before?
Yeah.
Go, Larry, go.
So then you kind of crimp down the top, and then you hear that? That went in.
Now, to blow this whole thing up, maybe...
it'll take a couple of tries
look
here.
At that. It's almost all the way back up again all the way.
What's nice about this is you don't have to apply a lot of lung pressure to do this. This is an easy way to inflate the thing. And it's faster than using an air pump to do it.
Okay, one more, and it's going to be completely inflated.
I'm not blowing it up. Wait a minute. You kind of roll up the top here.
And it just slowly goes into it.
Oop.
That's it.
You got her.
It's full.
Yep. So we just put that back in there.
That is blown back up again.
And then that lid just kind of fastens on there.
So when you go to the website, and we do encourage you to check it out, because they have a lot of things at the website that we don't have time to talk about on this video. But we were incredibly impressed with their prices overall. $50 or more. It's free shipping, guys. If you're looking for it on the website, it's the Camphi P3. Right now, it's on sale. As of the time that we are taping and editing this video, it's on sale for about $60. So you got your tent, you got your sleeping pad, and now you're gonna have to have a sleeping bag for your camp out. This is the Camphi 30-degree sleeping bag. That means it'll keep you warm up to about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. For those of you who use Celsius, that's -1 degree Celsius. So once again, remember, this equipment is really 3-season. It's not meant for winter camping, but boy, if you're looking for spring, summer, or fall camping, this is absolutely perfect.
You know, I like so many things about this particular sleeping bag. It's very soft material. It's very comfortable, and it's long. I can't believe how long it is. And this is the regular size. They also have a tall size, but this is big enough for me. And as Hope mentioned, I'm about 6'4", and I fit all the way into this bag. The bag at the bottom here is square, so it's not a mummy bag. And the advantage of that is you have a little bit more leg room to kind of move your legs around in it. And I actually like that a little better than a mummy bag that kind of restricts you.
Yeah, those of you who are watching who are even remotely claustrophobic like I am, mummy bags just drove me crazy because I felt like I could not move, which is the idea of a mummy bag. It wants to keep you warmer. It cuddles you. I did not like that feeling. I'm just saying. The square bottom, much, much better for me.
It has just a real high quality feel to it. It's very soft on the outside, and the inside is extra soft. It almost has a felt kind of a quality to it. So the bag, once again, it's very lightweight, and it rolls down to a very small package. Once again, now I've been backpacking. I would recommend this for backpacking as well as camping.
Now, the other thing that I really, really liked about it is this drawstring at the top. At the very top of the bag, there's a drawstring on either side, which allows you to close up the top a little bit so it will go around the top of your head, because sometimes the rest of your body is warm, and when you're camping, your head gets cold. So you can draw that up around you if it's a little extra cold outside, and then it'll keep you nice and snug inside the bag.
Yeah, that is a really good feature if you're in cold. What that does then, it keeps the cold air out and the warm air in, so it does insulate you a little better. Remember, you lose a lot of heat out at the top of your head, so this is a good feature.
Now, once again, if you're camping at, say, 12,000, 14,000 feet, it's going to get really, really cold at night. This maybe isn't appropriate. Unigear, we had a blast trying out your products. And I don't know about Larry, but I'm ready to get the camping gear back out. And I'm ready to head out for a frugal family fun weekend. A reminder for you, all the links are in the description of the video for each of the products that we tested out for Unigear. And there is a link directly to Unigear's website. We'd encourage you to go and check them out. Our overall impressions are we are really, really pleased with the degree of thought that went into engineering each of the items that we tried out for Unigear. And also, we think honestly, it's going to be hard to beat that price point. And remember, $50 or more, you're going to get free shipping. And because we're all about frugality, don't forget to use that special coupon code under the median to save 15% at checkout. Thanks again, Unigear, for sponsoring the video.